Hi friends, today we are going to learn about calculations in Python. We'll learn about arithmetic operator and how to do a simple calculation for a rectangle, area and perimeter. What is the order of evaluation of operator and examples like BMI calculations and two different exercises that you're going to try. So let's open up this section here, arithmetic operator. Python got 7 different arithmetic operators which are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, power, integer division and remainder. These 4 are fairly easy for you to understand. I don't think so you'll have a problem. Then what is power? Power is the operator is double star. So when you use 2 power 3, basically it is 2 times 2 times 2 power 8. Another new one that you are learning today is the integer division double slash. 20 double slash 3 is 6. Meaning when you divide 20 by 3, there will be 6 whole 3's would be there. So quotient is 6. Percentage known as remainder. When you divide 20 by 3, you will get a remainder of 2. Remainder of 2. So a good example would be, you can take a look here. 20 chocolates are shared among 3 children. So each child will get 20 double slash 3, 6 chocolate. So this double slash will go and find out the division and take only the integer value. Only the integer value. It don't care about the decimal part. Even you get like 6.99999, it will just take only 6. It will just take only 6. And there are 2 chocolates left over. To calculate the 2 chocolate, we do 20 percentage 3, which are 2 chocolates that are left over. So that will give you the answer for this arithmetic operator. All the 7 operations. So you can combine these operators in an equation. So later I will show you when you combine these operators, what is the order of evaluation, meaning which one will have first priority, which one second priority, which one will have third priority and so on. Now let's go here to take a look at the next one. We have here A equal 5, B equal 3. So I am printing 4 values here. All the addition, subtraction, multiply, divide to show you. Similarly, I am also going to print here the power, integer division and remainder. For the time being, let me comment out this section. To comment out easily, you select this whole area and then press Ctrl slash in the keyboard, normal slash, Ctrl slash. Again Ctrl slash uncomment, comment, uncomment, comment, uncomment. So this would be easier way, or rather than manually you go and type out the slash everywhere. So when I run the code now, I would have the answer for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So as we know, the division here, this particular decimal places we don't have to worry because we know how to round it. So these 4 operations are done. Okay. Next we will release this one by one and run it. I will release this portion, run it. So you can see raised to the power 125. Meaning this is 5 to the power 3. 5 times 5 times 5, which is 125. Now we do integer division. 5 when you divide by 3, the whole number would be 1. This is integer division, integer division. When I divide 5 by 3, what would be the remainder? Remainder would be 2. Because 5 contain 1 3 and the remainder would be a 2. So this tells you the number of 3's in there. This tells you the remainder in there. So I can actually modify these numbers For example, this one you can put like 50. This one you can put like 13, just to check. 13, run it, and you can see the calculation immediately updated. You can see the value of a raised to the power so big because it's 50 to the power 30. 50 times 50 times 50 times 50, 13 times, that's why it's so big. So easily you can play around, change these numbers one by one, and then you'll be learn about them. For example, if I make it 5 here also I make it 5. So look at the integer division and remainder. 5 divided by 5 is 1. When you divide 5 by 5, there is no remainder. There is no remainder. Okay. So let's say 3 divided by 5. 3 divided by 5. I can't divide 3 by 5. So integer division answer is 0. And the remainder is just 3. Remainder is just 3. So you can just modify the numbers few times until you understand what they are all doing. Okay, let's close this section, arithmetic operator, and open up this section, area and perimeter. So it's a small program that asks the user to type the length and breadth of a rectangle. User need to type the length and breadth of a rectangle, meaning basically we have to use the input command, and the length and breadth going to have decimal places, or you may say may have decimal places, so it's better to use float. So in ODs we got these two lines, length and breadth. So there are two variables, one is length, another one is breadth. So we calculate area here and the perimeter here. I hope the formulas are no problem to you. You learnt it in your primary school kind of thing. How do we calculate area? How do we calculate perimeter? And the third section asks us to print. So we are going to print it here, printing the area and then printing the perimeter. So fairly easy code. So when you do coding, you do the coding in such a way they are neater. So this section is the input section. This section is a calculation section. And this section is the output section. Right. So when you include spacing here, more clearer, more neater for you to understand. So you follow the same practice when you do. Let's run it. Asking me for length. Length, let's say I put 5. Asking me for breadth. Breadth I put 2. Immediately it calculates for me area is 10. Perimeter 14. They are correct, isn't it? Correct. I run one more time. Length 5.5. Breadth 2.2. So you can see area and perimeter calculator. You can take a calculator, double check whether it is correct or not. Okay. So area and perimeter calculation, this is how we do. So here we operate multiply sign, and there is a plus is another operator, and we put a bracket here for us to calculate length plus breadth first before times by 2. So that's for this quick example of area and perimeter of a rectangle. So when you have multiple operators in an equation, what is the order of priority? This is order of priority. Brackets first, power second priority, multiply, divide, integer division, remainder, all of them third priority, meaning whichever come first from left will be evaluated first. They are all same priority. Addition, subtraction, fourth priority. So priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, priority 4. For example, when I have here 6 plus 3 times 2. So over here I got a plus as well as I got a times. So naturally times will be done first. By looking at it, times will be done first compared to plus. So 3 times 2 would be 6 and 6 plus 6 would be 12. The answer for this line would be 12. Okay, so let's take a look here. Divide as well as times same priority. They are the same priority. Since divide come first from the left, division done first, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So the answer is 2 here, and the 2 times 2 become 4. So this answer would be 4. So over here you got a divide as well as times, but the times is enclosed in bracket. So bracket given first priority. So 3 times 2 would be 6. So 6 divided by 6, answer would be 1. So mentally we calculate, this would be 12, this would be 4, this would be 1. Let's run it to check. You can see 12, 4, 1. Right? 12, 4, 1. So some of them output is in integer data format, some of them output float data format. Don't worry about it, because you can convert from one to another if you want to. So the main thing that you are learning here is, learning point here is order of evaluation. So if you want to do multiply first compared to divide, put the multiplication inside the bracket. If you don't put inside the bracket, the values would be different. So you notice line number 4, line number 7, they would provide different values. Later you can change these numbers here and run it and see the output, understand from there. Or you may include more command that you want to do, more calculation that you want to do, so that you can understand how the operation works. So most of the time people assume that when computer do calculation, it would be perfect, it would be correct. Yes, I agree, it would be perfect, it would be correct, but we are the one doing coding. If I don't do the coding properly, then it may do a wrong answer, but the calculation is correct. It does calculation according to what I say, but my coding is wrong, so the output would be wrong, interpretation would be wrong also. Later I will show you one of the example. I will show you how it can go wrong. Let's close this. Let's open up this BMI calculation. BMI is body mass index, is the one usually health professional calculate to find out one of the parameters to find out whether people are underweight or just nice weight or overweight or obese category and so on. So to do BMI, the formula is this: weight divided by height times height. Note down there is a bracket here because it has to be weight divided by multiplication of height 2 times, height times height. Weight must be in kilogram, height must be in meters for this formula to work. So we ask for the 2 inputs. We do one calculation. Note down the bracket and note down the bracket. And then we are printing for the BMI. Usually BMI would be in the range 20, 25, 28, 30, in that range. So some ranges considered as a very heavy, some ranges considered as underweight and so on. Okay. So let's run this code. So I put in a weight, I just put in anything, 80 kilogram. Height is 1.8 meter for a person. His BMI is 24.69. 24.69. He may be in a just nice category. Just nice category. Okay. So maybe if I forgot to put the bracket, will the system give me error message? No error message. It will take care of this formula and do the calculation. Let me key in the same number. So you notice now you got 24.69. I'm going to run it for the second time after changing formula. Same 80, same 1.8. Look, his BMI is 80. Cannot be. Cannot be. It is because the formula here is not correct. But Python does calculation according to your formula and give you the answer. So if a doctor or health professional interpret based on this, would be not correct. The analysis will not be correct. So wherever bracket need to be there, make sure that there are brackets. They are important. They are important. Let's run one more time to ensure. 80, 1.8, So you can see 24.69. That is BMI calculation. So when a question given like this, you read the question one by one and do the commands one by one. So when they say calculate, you also do calculation. When they say print to 2 2 decimal places, you also print it to 2 decimal places. So you try the things one by one by one. Alright, so that you'll be able to learn coding correctly. So in case you are not sure how to do this particular part, just refer to the earlier lesson, how we have done the input command, how we have converted the float. So you got all the examples. You can come and put those codes over here and try it out one by one. So there are two exercises I ask you to try. First one is exercise 1. Ask the user to enter length of a side of a square. This one I have started here. And there are just two more things you have to do. One calculation and one printing. You need to do one calculation and one printing. So it's so easy. We have done it for rectangle. It's the same way for a square shape. Only the formula would be slightly different. That's all. What is in exercise 2? Ask the user to type number of sweets he has. Let's say I got 90 sweets. And 4 sweets need to be packed in a gift bag. I'm preparing gift bag for event. In every gift bag, I need to put 4 sweets. So what is the total number of bags that I can prepare? Is there any number of sweets that is left over? Because I have 90. So 4 sweets need to be placed in a gift bag. So you can find out how many gift bags I can pack it and how many number of sweets will be left over. So I have given a starter here for you. Number of sweets definitely going to be integer, followed by step you complete the code. Have fun, try them out, and I will see you in the next lesson. Thank you.